Here is our 2017 F-450 Platinum Edition. In stock, 8 miles on it. Every option that you can get on it. F-450s come standard as a crew cab, dual rear wheel, 8-foot box diesel. The Platinum Edition is the top of the line package trim. 6.7 liter power stroke diesel. Now the differences between 16 and 17 is you can touch this pad here with your hand as long as the key fob's in your pocket. Put your hand behind the door handle and the vehicle will lock and unlock. Now you've got blind spot monitoring sensors built into these mirrors. There's a 360-degree camera. There's cameras actually underneath these mirrors, so you can see all the way around the vehicle. Not to mention the camera that's built into this new front end. So redesigned front end, LED headlamps, HID headlamps in each of those lenses. The camera is located right here, which is really nice and easy to pull up and back up to certain things. I'll show you that once we get on the inside, what that looks like. Roof clearance lights, power deploy warning boards. When we hit the door here, see the power deploy warning boards come right down. These are all factory. Nothing about this truck has been modified or changed from factory. New redesigned vehicle. You can see the tail lights here are all LED rope lighting. Still have the Platinum exclusive badging at the back. You've got your Class 5 trailer towing package back here with your 7-pin and 4-pin wiring harness, backup sensors, backup camera built in right here. Let me show you a couple more things here. On the key fob, I can electronically drop the tailgate. It does have a built-in tailgate step, but now it's all built into the bed. No more cumbersome sitting up, taking up space. This one does have a 5th wheel prep package and gooseneck prep package, so we can slip that companion hitch right in here. It's already got the factory 7-pin wiring harness. Now we have LEDs built in back here. With the push of a button, turns on both of the LEDs as well as the third brake light back here. While I'm in here, let me come up and zoom in on the rear taillight back here. You can see there's another camera, which is perfect for looking down into your bed, which is one thing we did on the previous build, aftermarket. This is now factory. There's also this new cleating system that's built into the box, which is really cool. There's all kinds of accessories that you can get for here that will either toolboxes clip in there. You can get bed dividers that go across the length of the bed here to separate things. There's 2 different sets of them. You can get bed extenders, additional tie downs, all kinds of additional accessories. Oh, let's go back around to the front here, show you all sides. Hopefully the pictures came through nicely too earlier. Just a gorgeous truck. They've redesigned the interior too. This is now a bigger cab. There's more volume in this cab than the last 2016 model. Ambient lighting, gloss finish wood grain, Platinum exclusive seating with the Platinum badging. Twin panel moonroof now. I'm gonna open that up in a second. It's closed right now. How this operates is you've got a completely flat loading floor, but down here, you can lift this up. Let me open it up on the other side once I get that seat up. Heated rear seats, USB inputs back here, 12 volt, 110, everything you need. Let me go around to the other side. I'll show you the bed cleats, as well as how this storage compartment works. These are the bed cleats that click into those spots in the bed that give you the additional tie downs. Here is your flat loading floor that you can open this up. I can now pull up this little lever here to lock it in place, and I can even lock and unlock so that these are completely locked in. Pretty cool. There's a power inverter built in here too. Seat belts. I don't know if you're ever going to have kids back here, but these rear inflatable seat belts are kind of cool. Actually, the whole seat belt is an airbag. And you can see that here, it gets nice and thick. It's actually an airbag inside there. In the event of an accident, it cushions the blow to the passenger's chest cavity. We'll go on the driver's side, I'll show you all the good jazz, but there's a few extra cool things that they've changed. Now the Platinum illuminates. We now have massaging seats. I'll explain that in a few minutes. Very, very cool. We've got a new design dash here with additional storage. So not a huge extra savings there, but a little extra space. Really cool redesigned center here with a hideaway space underneath, as well as cup holders that slide, giving you a total of 4. Ambient lighting. Inside here is where your USB ports are. New redesigned dash. The auxiliary switches, there's now 6 of them, not just 4. I'll get a better angle of that once I'm in the driver's seat. Come on around here. Sorry for all the movement. I'm happy to do a live video with you as well if that's something that you're interested in. Power extendable mirrors, power collapsing mirrors, memory seating. Again, those massaging seats on the driver's side here as well. LED spotlights. This is pretty cool if you're working at nighttime. Each one of these 2 buttons here turns on the driver's or passenger spotlight that's built in to the outside of these mirrors. Down below here, you can see the fog lights, bed lights, automatic headlights, dimmer gauges. Down here, you've got your power adjustable foot pedals, remote release for your tailgate and your emergency brake. On the side here, you've got your electronic tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Let me bring everything alive here. We'll get back to that. This is a new 8-inch LCD display. This screen here is the same size as this screen here. Really cool stuff you can do here. You can see how the truck is sitting, side to side, steering angle. You actually move the steering angle, you can see that here. This is considered off-road mode. Let me get back to your main menu here. You can have it show you specifics like your trip odometer, how many miles to the fuel tank is empty, an average fuel economy, an instantaneous fuel economy, the off-road status, or you can configure your own screen. Here you can see fuel history. You can have it show you navigation instructions or a compass. You can have it show you individual boost pressure, if you'd like it to show the boost of the turbocharged engine. The transmission temperature digitally in case you are towing and you want to know exactly what the transmission is doing, if it's overheating or not. Exhaust, diesel exhaust fluid gauge. This is really cool. A lot of guys were complaining that you didn't know how much you had in there because, as you know, the diesel exhaust fluid is something that you need to top off from time to time, usually about every, I would say, 2,000 to 4,000 miles, depending on idle time. Now you can see exactly how much is in there. A digital speedometer, diesel exhaust fluid level check, engine hours, idle hours, oil temperature at the time, transmission temperature digitally. Other cool stuff, towing status. You could do a light check. You could do the individual tire pressure for the trailer. It does require an additional accessory that we can get you hooked up with. You can have a designated trailer set up in here so that way when you do hook up the 7-pin wiring harness, you can say, okay, this one is the horse trailer. This one is the haul trailer. This one is the RV. You know, you can have different trailers named in there. Settings, all kinds of cool stuff you can see here. Lane keeping system. In the event that this vehicle starts to depart the lane, it'll vibrate the steering wheel to let you know that you're exiting the lane. Gauge selection, let's see, cruise control. This vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. In the event that you're driving down the highway doing 75, somebody pulls out in front of you doing 60, your vehicle notices that, throws an LED heads-up display. Shoot, okay, sorry, I had a little message there. We're still videoing. An LED heads-up display right here on the windshield letting you know that somebody pulled out in front of you. There is, let's see, what else we have here. Pre-collision assistance, and your vehicle will automatically slow down. Trailer blind spot monitoring sensor, so if you're pulling that trailer and there's someone in your blind spot, this mirror will actually light up to let you know that there's someone in your trailer's blind spot. Rear parking aid, driver alert, cross traffic, blind spot, automatic high beams with range sensitive windshield wipers. All really cool features. On the steering wheel itself, over here you've got your phone, your Bluetooth, your cruise control with the adaptive gapping distance if you'd like to be extra close to the people in front of you or a little further back for that adaptive part of it. Everything I just did with that screen was adjusted here. Again, over here is where our tilting and telescoping steering wheel is. never before available. I'm gonna try to move a little more quickly here, guys. I apologize for taking so much time. It is all push button start. It is all independent gear selecting if you want to adjust that manually on the fly. Right up here, you've got your Jake brake for engine braking, traction control, hazard lights, downhill descent control if you're pulling that big, heavy trailer. Uses the engine and transmission to keep you from going too fast, kind of like cruise control for downhill. Here's your lane keeping system, one of my favorites. We'll get into this touchscreen system in a minute, which is much, much easier to use than the last one. Here's your camera. You could see the front image. You could see all the way around the vehicle. Watch this. I'm going to open my driver's side door. You can see that image changing. I can change the view of the angle. I can go just front camera. I can do a perspective view where you can kind of see I'm looking down both directions. I can do an overview where you're seeing the whole vehicle. When I put it in reverse, same thing. Oh, the tailgate's down. That's why it's looking a little bit like that. I can zoom in on that. I can go to just the review camera, or perspective view again, so I'm looking down each side. One of my favorites, which I think you're going to enjoy, which we did to your last truck, is the bed camera, which now you can zoom in on. You could never do that before with the system we installed for you. Auxiliary camera. This is pretty cool. This is going to be an extra camera that you can purchase, and you could put at the back of the trailer. So when you're backing up with that trailer on the back, you can actually see here inside the cab what's behind the vehicle that you're backing up. This is your trailer reverse guide. This is kind of cool. So if you're backing up, you can actually, it kind of cuts out both sides of the vehicle, but you can see on each side now to see if your trailer starts to go one way or the other, you can kind of compensate. And if you're going one side or the other, you can literally do so much more with these cameras. It's really slick what we can do now. All right, touchscreen system. Let me give you a quick little overview. Much easier to use, much more responsive. Right on here, you've got your heated steering wheel now, which was never before available. Navigation system is much quicker. Travel link system, I think you've got this too, but it is a little bit easier to use, a little more responsive. Settings page here, it's swipeable. Multi-contour seat adjustments. This is awesome. If you just want to adjust the lumbar in your back for permanent support, or if you'd like to switch it over to the massage feature, you can turn on just your lower bottom, just your lower back, both on, off, high, low, driver's or passenger side. It's not so much as a nice massage as it's more of just a constant adjustment so you don't get tired on those long trips. You do have your electronic shift on the fly over here, built-in trailer brake controller, CD player, heated and air-cooled seats. Again, there's the kind of overview of the console layout. Up here's your universal garage door opener, power sliding rear window, auxiliary switches. Right now, these don't do anything, but they are pre-wired underneath the hood in case you want to add auxiliary switches, or like we used for the last system, all 4 years worth for auxiliary lighting. Now you've got 6 of them. Here's for your moonroof and sunshade operation. I'm going to go ahead and open our sunshade here, and I'll show you that before we end the video. Now you can see that our moonroof is opening up. Stops there. I can open up a little further. Let me give you a better view there. Again, I'm sorry for all the moving around, but it is a huge glass roof. Opens it up really nicely on the inside, nice for ventilation. I think this is an awesome solution to duplicate your last truck. 2017, awesome incentives, extremely motivated. Here it is in stock, 9 miles on it. We get the ball rolling, moving very quickly. Matt@GreatLakesFord.com or 231-206-5423. Thanks for watching.